All right, so I'm here with Karr. Karr, how are you?
I'm doing very well today. Yeah.
Tell me about yourself. Where are you from originally?
I'm from Texas originally. Galveston, if you've ever heard of it.
Yeah.
It's on the beach. And yeah, my family lived on the East Coast for a while. And when I got to high school, I ended up moving to New York for a little bit, and then for school. And I keep messing school up, so maybe I've been like a couple of times, and it's enough for me, I guess.
To college?
Yeah.
What are you trying to go to school for?
Well, I was thinking about it today. It's been a while since I've been in school, but either journalism or law school. Yeah.
Why do you feel like it's not for you?
It wasn't in the past. I mean, I think that was just too young, maybe. But I always took the wrong thing, I guess. I don't think I knew what I wanted to do.
Texas is a long way from Kensington. How'd you end up out here?
So after I got out of high school, have you ever heard of the Greyhound? I think a lot of people end up, I'm assuming a lot of people end up in Philly that, from the Greyhound. It was very cheap to travel on the bus. And basically, when I'm,
Had you heard about Kensington, obviously, before you came on the
yeah, I've heard about it. My friend, I mentioned Kensington and Camden, and he said it was hell on earth. That's the way he described it.
Kensington was?
Hell on earth, yeah.
Would you agree with that now that you're here?
No, I don't know about Camden. I heard that they've cleaned that up a little bit too, but
Yeah.
I think he might have been talking about Camden as hell on earth, but this is not hell on earth. It's actually really beautiful.
Kensington is beautiful?
Yeah, in its own way, yeah.
What do you think is beautiful about it?
Well, when I first got here, I've been here, I believe 2 years now. I've kind of lost track, but there was a lot of, there's the train now. You're changing the start. Every time the train passes, everyone, just pauses.
Yeah. No, you're good, man.
There was a lot of art going on when I first got here. That's probably the first year. I mean, it was incredible. Like, if you like art, this is some of the best art. It's Kensington.
What kind of art are you into?
Kensington art, I guess now. I mean,
Like graffiti or people?
I like graffiti, but I mean, the level of art here is that, I don't know who's doing this, but people are making their own clouds in the sky, if you can believe that. I'm not joking. Like, I woke up at 5 o'clock in the morning one time. I look up in the sky, and somebody had made a figure, like a sort of like monster, and it was huge in the sky. It was so beautiful. Beautiful monster up there.
Yeah.
But I don't know, I've never thought somebody's making clouds up there. But yeah, there's tons of good graffiti as well here. Sorry. Anything that you can think of, there's it's kind of hard to describe the art, Middle's art.
Yeah.
A lot of it might just be something on the ground that you see that might be trash or might be art.
Like the art. You got any kind of family around, or they back in Texas?
My family's actually, my family's from the Middle East, so most of my family is overseas, but my mom's still here, and I don't know if she would want me to mention it.
What's your relationship with her like?
It's been damaged. I mean, I live in Kensington. I'm homeless. I've been homeless for a while, but I use drugs, so she is not happy about that. And when I was in recovery, I do believe that recovery was also a factor in damaging our relationship, because I think they lied to a lot of families because they want to make money.
The recovery house.
They don't trust.
You think they lie about numbers?
I think I think the whole thing is basically they're con artists. That's what I think, and they don't really hide it that well. I mean, they'll say things like, if they fail, the next one is half off, stuff like that. But they kind of manipulated us, I think, into doing what they wanted, so that I would I continue on in the vicious cycle. They call it that.
Yeah.
I mean, why else are you going to pay for something that every time that you pay for it, it doesn't work? 10 years, off and on, I don't know how many rehabs, it must be at least almost 20 times I've tried rehab, it doesn't work. So why would somebody pay for something that's broken? I don't know.
What is life like for you out here?
Well, if you were to look at us, and some of us have bandages. A lot of people call us zombies because you'll see people with open wounds from the tranq. It's pretty disturbing sometimes. I mean, you can see the bone in some people. A lot of us are limping around, and it's pretty hard out here. But if I look at this as like a adventure, as a trip, so I'm not gonna be here forever. Hopefully, I won't die. Hopefully, I'm able to be grateful for it. This is like nowhere else. It's awesome. Well, I would say it's awesome. It's really important to me. This is my home, and these are my homies. So
Yeah.
I do care about it a lot.
What's your plan for the future?
Like I said, I was actually supposed to go to art school a couple years ago in New York, and I messed it up. New York, first week I got there, I started using it again. I had a year sober. Anyways, so then I was kind of out there for 2 years using drugs, and I actually collected aluminum and plastic bottles. That's how I made my money, and I recycled them. 5 cents a bottle. So I did that for 2 years, and once that was over, well, I ended up taking a bus here because I was running away from. I thought that maybe they were kind of busting all the people around me, so I just didn't want to get caught up in it because I don't really get in trouble or anything. I'm not a thief or anything, or a drug dealer. So I just came here. It was the cheapest ticket, and I was surprised what I found. So
What happened to your finger?
it just started swelling up out of nowhere. I use syringes, so I have done that for a number of years, but I don't do it anywhere near my hand. And unfortunately, it started swelling up. I had to get a surgery, and they carved half of it out. Half of it off. Like it's like half of my fingers gone.
Yeah.
I'm pissed off about it. I regret it.
Can you get medical treatment for that?
Well, that was supposed to be a solution. There was a lot of pus, so they drained the pus out. And now it's just recovering. It doesn't seem to be making any progress in that recovery. So I was just walking around. I'm kind of giving everyone the middle finger now.
Yeah. Could you go back home to mom? Is that an option?
I tried. I did that during Corona, and that's when I got sober for a year. Yeah. I love my mom, so that must be why.
What was life like for you when you were sober compared to this?
Well, I say the life sober. Now here's the alligator. Yeah, this train is. Yeah. Can't wait till I go back. Right. I'm on that train all day. This way. Okay. But you said, how's life sober? Well, I say that when I got into recovery, I told you it's like a vicious cycle. I did not do well in recovery. I never made it to a year, only like a couple months. And then it kept getting, I get 6 months, and then the next time, you last 5 months. And my mom always said that. She said, every time you go back in there, it's less time. So I feel really bad for her because I know that she was suffering, that it's like now it's worse, it gets keeping worse and worse, and nothing's working. And they told her that this is basically, a lot of the message is, I don't see that much hope in it because people, especially the families, they're thinking, okay, they're telling us that this is basically the only solution. So if the the recovery is not working for my kid, then, sort of all hope is lost. What is going to work? And they get really angry and desperate about things. So, and then eventually my mom kind of, I think, wanted to not have anything to do with it, which I don't blame her.
You think it hurts us too bad to see you like this?
Yeah, absolutely. when I was doing drugs, I mean, it was really bad. I'd stay up for a lot of days, and
Yeah.
I would hallucinate, and I have schizophrenia, and I'm not sure what set that off, but I got it a couple of years ago in my 20s. So yeah, I mean, it was upsetting for her. And when I'm saying like, when I got sober for a year, when I told her, you know, I didn't want to go to the meetings, and I was surprised that she was okay with that. I could still live with her, but I just needed to get rid of the recovery thing and just do my own thing. And you know, when I was sober, when I was in recovery, the only good thing about it was my friends that I met in recovery. And I did hear some stuff because everyone has something good to say. But, you know, my life sober was very one-sided. It was the AA program, go to the meetings, what they tell you to do. And I had a job, so I was always focused on the job. And then there was not really anything going on other than sorry. You know, like a normal 20-year-old, you know, they're probably their life is like they're going to college, they're out with their friends, drinking, having a good time. They're, you know, sort of exploring what they're looking around, and the world's kind of, it's their oyster. They can think and do whatever they want.
Yeah.
And it's exciting, and you're learning about yourself. But in my 20s when I was sober, that was not my experience at all. It was like, you know, it was very closed off. It was only one thing. And when I got sober at my mom's house, when no one, first of all, I had a private space, my own room, which I'd been sharing a room with another person. One time I had to share my room with 3 other people. The beds were side by side. But I got my own private space, so I could break down in there. I could talk to myself. I could think and speak freely. And I had made a schedule for myself, and I was doing art for like 8 hours a day, meeting, music, writing. He days with basketball. So,
Do you want to get clean?
you know, I don't know if you heard about the initiative or whatever. I mean, this is not to make it about that, but everywhere, I mean, people will say that. You know, do you want rehab? Do you want to get clean? Oh, sorry, I was working with the mic. They're like, they feel bad for you and whatever, and they have an idea of what you're doing, and whatever they're thinking is so far off of what's actually happening. And the people that want to give you help, they're not talking about how the rehab is, even the government has said that rehab is the best, that they've given them the job of treating us. And I think that is totally, insane. And it hurts because all the bad things that are happening, like even the people that you are thinking have your back and are supposed to have your back and be looking into things, they are totally clueless. Ah, man, I was just gonna say, I'm sorry, that's too much. I'm saying that I don't. When somebody says, "Do you want to get clean?" I want to tell them that, they don't know what is actually going on. I mean, how many documentaries have they made? But nobody just talked about it. That this recovery thing is, I would put it side by side with the addiction thing. It's a huge problem, but you can't talk about addiction without talking about recovery. And because this vicious cycle that you're going to be in of this addiction, how horrible it is, you're going to be experiencing the recovery. Once you're in, you'll be experiencing that at the same time. And that's part of, when you fall, you're going to fall hard. And the reason that that's going to be that way is because of the recovery, piece. But